You are welcome to this channel. Keep liking, give us your thumbs up, make sure you subscribe to our channel and please share. Yakubo, they play back his own audio tape. He listened to it and yet told them to go to court. Who said this? Kenneth Okonkwo, the former member of the Labour Party. Kenneth Okonkwo has referenced the accountability of the JAMB registrar, Professor Ishiaku, while condemning the Inec chairman, Mahmood Yakubo. Speaking in an interview with Channels TV on Friday, he appreciated the move by the JAMB registrar to own up to the mistakes of his institution, which led to several altered results of past candidates. Kenneth Okonkwo claimed that Professor Oloyede listened to the petitions on the matter, conducted the proper investigation, confirmed the mistakes they made, tendered the proper apology, and also provided a solution to effectively address the issue. Okonkwo pointed out clearly that this incident was quite similar to what happened during the last presidential election. But unfortunately, Mahmood Yakubu was not as accountable as Ishiaku. He recalled that Inec admitted to experiencing a glitch in the system during the collation processes, but its chairman still went ahead to announce the results while telling the opposition parties to go to court for resolution. His words, they reminded Oloyede, the JAMB registrar, people petitioned. They listened to them, investigated it, and said they were correct. People petitioned Yakubu. The opposition on that day, he was declaring that result, and they played back his own audio tape. He listened to it, yet he continued and told them to go to court. That is the difference between being honorable and dishonorable. Well, it seems as if things as happened in 2023 will not, end or fizzle out of memory in the nearest future. Actually, whether we like it or not, each day we create history. And that's the situation now as regards the comparison of the action of the JAMB registrar, even to that of the chairman of Independent National Electoral Commission. And in this regard, it's the former, spokesperson of Labour Party, the person of Kenneth Okonkwo, that is speaking in an interview with the local television, Channels Television, and he's trying to just bring back the fact that people should be accountable and they should be responsible in, owning up to their errors and then accepting their mistakes, then working towards a, favorable solution so as to right every wrong, dot every I's and cross every T. But in the case of Professor Mahmood Yakubu, he listened to his own voice and he still refused to do the needful. That is in the view of Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo. Even though 2020 is not too far away, of course, but he was trying to compare. Now that such, is something that happened with a joint admission and matriculation board that is responsible for examinations, into tertiary institutions in Nigeria, and did a particular exam, and as a result of the exam, there were a lot of glitches, and people petitioned JAMB as regards it. And according to Mike, Okonkwo, he said that the man at the ends of affairs of that institution, that is JAMB, Professor Ishiaku, had to take all the petitions and he began to work on it. And when he investigated the matter, of course, he saw the error even that came from his own institution. He saw the glitch, he saw the blunder committed, and he came up publicly to Nigerians and expressed his own apology and also tell them that there is remorse and he has taken responsibility for it, and then he has proposed solution for some of the candidates or the candidates that were affected to rewrite the exam as a result of the situation, because about 78% or so, or 75 to 78% of the students who sat for that exam outrightly scored below 200, and this is an examination that is of a total mark of 400. And if about 75% of the students that wrote only score below 200. That means the admission for that year is going to be a disaster. It means that somebody who got into the university to study medicine with as much as over 300 points will now be, sitting down with somebody who is going to study the same medicine with less than 200 points, if that's the situation anyway. But they are not going to take anybody above 300, because if there is mass failure, as it were, nobody score about 75%, this score above average. That's a serious situation. So those are the things that Okonkwo saw, and it's Kenneth Okonkwo, I beg your pardon, saw, and he began to bring it beside some of the situations that were experienced in 2023. That was a general election that was held between Labour Party, the PDP, and also the All Progressive Congress, that eventually the APC was declared the winner. And what Kenneth Okonkwo is trying to say is that shame on Yakubo, that if a professor like him will come out and tender proper apology, it is expected that he himself, as a learned professor, to have come out and tender necessary apology and then provide solution for the errors that were committed even in 2023 election. But he did not do so, and that is what is arousing the anger of Kenneth Okonkwo as regards the matter. Though the matter was taken to court, as the man said, and if peradventure the professor has refused to even apologize, well, if Kenneth Okonkwo is trying to drag him, I don't know, but we know that the matter went to court as the professor proffered, and then the court of law has declared that the incumbent president won the election. And as a result of that, the glitch that they are talking about didn't really have much significant, effect on the election, and the man has been declared. But be it as it may, as long as Kenneth Okonkwo remains in opposition, of course, he's going to see things from his own prism, and those who are the ruling party too, they too will see from their own myopic, even prism too. But be it as it may, for Kenneth Okonkwo to brought out an issue that has to do with owning up for a mistake, I think Professor Mahmood too should need to sit down and check himself and look at it. If what Kenneth is saying is right, that he needs to apologize to Nigeria. But if he feels that his conscience is clear, that the glitch didn't really affect the election, that he can go ahead, but at least he has owned up to tell Nigeria that there were glitches, there will be no problem. Life continues. There is always another time to conduct another election, and let everybody make sure that all mistakes are taken care of. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to like and also to share. Thank you.